Today we are going to keep things simple. I'm going to do 2 wreaths. The first one is going to be this cross wreath, and we're going to do a beautiful decor for that one. So that is going to be your easy one. Then we're going to get a little bit more into deco mesh, and we're going to use this rail wreath form. I got this rail wreath at the Dollar Tree, but if you would like one for a different holiday or one that says welcome on top, there's a lot of those. Just go into your search engine and type in rail wreath form. You will find a lot of them. For the rail wreath, we will be using 6-inch deco mesh. If you don't like the 6-inch deco mesh, you can go to your local craft store like HobbyLobby, and they usually have a 5.5-inch deco mesh. That would be perfect for this, because if you use the 10-inch deco mesh, it's just going to be a little too big and cover the actual sign. So this is a great way to use up your 6-inch deco mesh if you have a lot of it left over. Hello my sweet friends, and welcome to DIY with Nadia. I'm Nadia. This little happy guy is Simba, and together we are going to make our 2 Easter wreaths. Here are the supplies for this beautiful rustic cross wreath. I got this one at Hobby Lobby. By the way, all the supplies are going to be in the description box below. The ribbon of your choice, and this is a great time to use some leftover ribbon. Some floral foam. I cut this one down to 2.5 inches by 3, and also a piece of felt that's a little bit bigger than our foam, about 1/4 inch. You don't need any more. Floral wire cutters, of course. Leftover florals, whatever florals you choose. I'm doing this color combo of yellow flowers, white, and purple. I thought they would look really pretty with the ribbon that I'm using. I'm also going to be using an empty leftover floral stem. You don't have to use this if you would like to buy your picks. These are the ones that I recommend. These days, I just use these because it's nice and free. We're going to start by making our ribbon picks. These are going to be so easy. So the first thing you want to do is cut up some floral wire. About 10 to 12 inches is more than enough. Now we're going to take our pick, and you don't need these to be too long either. 3 to 4 inches is long enough, especially that we're going to insert it completely into the foam. Let's grab another one, cut that. If we have to, we can always make these shorter. Now it's time to get our ribbon going. I'm going to cut these into 16-inch strips. If you're going to need 3 or 5, cut how many you're going to need. I don't want to overcrowd the cross because I'm going to be still adding the floral, so I'm just going to make 3 of these. Fold the ends in half and cut dovetails. There we go. The best way to do these is to find your center first. So fold it in half, go to the measuring mat, 4.5 inches, and then I'm just going to fold back the tails. Fold back on this side, flip and fold back the other tail, and then right here I'm going to gather. I'm going to try not to use too much. I gathered it kind of like an accordion. Now we're going to take our pick and put it right in the center, and make sure it goes in about 1/2 inch, because I'm going to take 1/4 inch, tighten everything up, twist it a little bit, and continue tightening it up. If you want, you can take some kind of a clamp and just flatten it out so it's sealed even more, and you have your first ribbon pick. Look how adorable this is. If you want, you can definitely do a few more loops, but I think I'm going to be good with just this one. And I'm going to repeat the process with my other 2 pieces of ribbon. My ribbon bundles are done. My florals are here. Now we're going to put the foam on the cross. When it comes to the height of the foam, it's about 1 inch, and I'm just going to place it in the center. I'm going to be using floral wire to attach the foam. You can definitely use zip ties if you would like. All I'm going to do is twist and then just push this part right right in, so nothing is sticking out. The foam piece is attached. Now I'm going to go on this bar, and it's a strong looking bar, and attach my hanging loop. Just make a few knots, make sure it's nice and strong. Pull it up with the knot facing down. Then I'm going to take my piece of felt and attach it to the back. This is going to secure our foam along with our floral wire and our hanging loop. If you're wondering about my little boo-boo right here, that was all rocky, and it was very innocent and accidental. Now that we have that, I'm going to grab my ribbon picks. I think these are so pretty. One on top and then two coming from the sides. You do want to open these up because you want to see how much space you're going to need, how much more you're going to need to fill in. Definitely open these up. Look at this. Now we're just going to fill it with some florals. For the center, I'm going to add this bigger one. The white florals that I have are a little bit on the longer side, so I'm going to put them on the sides right here. The third one on top, a yellow one in between, one on top maybe. These sweet little ones I'm going to add on the sides. I'm going to get started with the purple ones. These are so pretty. I decided to get more of these white flowers and put them to the side. And now I'm going to get some of these leaves, and this is how we're going to cover that center area. All I'm going to do is a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to hot glue them straight to the greenery. If you need to do the sides, definitely do that. And this is just going to be a nice way to make sure that that the foam doesn't show. To fill in the center a little bit more, I'm going to grab these flowers, take them off the stem because they are not on a metal stem, attach them and put them in to fill in that area. This is really filling in beautifully. Going to attach a little bit more florals going towards the bottom, add a little bit more purple and this white one. Now I'm going to straighten out all the ribbon. Look at this, my friends, the cross is all done. The only thing I do recommend doing as a last step is I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue where the foam meets the stem, and that way we're going to have a nice and secure wreath. Here are the supplies for my Easter wreath rail, except for the paint I'm going to use for the bunny. When it comes to deco mesh, I'm going to be using one roll of the 6 inch by 5 yards. And then the second roll is actually 5.5 inches. It was by 10 yards. This is left over. So we're going to use this as a filler. Pipe cleaners. This is one of these projects that's great to use your leftovers, like this ribbon that I'm going to be using, or the deco mesh. This ribbon is 1.5 inches wired. I'm also going to be using some of this mesh ribbon that I get on Temu, a bead garland, which you can definitely substitute with some mesh tubing, and of course the wreath rail. I decided to make my bunny pink, so I'm going to start with some chalk Rust-Oleum paint. That's just going to be for the base. I'm going to be using this lovely pale pink for the bunny, and then I'm going to outline the bunny very lightly with this metallic purple. When it comes to the outline, I'm going to dry brush it, so just get some on your brush, and don't use necessarily a new brush. Use a shabby one. That's what I like to do. Take some of the paint off and then lightly brush. Why not give this little bunny a little tail? I think that's kind of cute. A few streaks here and there. I'm going to let the bunny dry, and now we can get started on our deco mesh. When it comes to the deco mesh, you can cut strips of 22 to 25 inches. I'm going to do 25 inches, And I'm going to get 7 strips out of this one roll. We're doing Cruffle, so I'm not worried about the edges. I'm just using a rotary cutter. Gently roll it back up and put it to the side. I want this deco mesh to be on the edges of our rail, so I'm going to put the yellow in between. Therefore, I'm going to need 7 of these and only 6 of the yellow. I'm still going to be cutting the yellow at 25 inches. I took 7 pipe cleaners. I'm going to fold them in half and cut them. And then fold them in a little V. This pretty polka dot ribbon, I'm going to be cutting it into 8-inch strips, and I'm going to have enough for 5 pieces. We're going to put those on the inside, so that'll be perfect. I have my 5 pieces. I'm going to fold the ends and cut out a little triangle. This mesh that I'm using is actually part of these kind of rolls. So all I do is I pull out this cardboard part from the center and then cut off how much I want. This one's about 2.5 inches, and you can find some great deals on Temu for this type of mesh. I'm going to cut this mesh ribbon into 8-inch strips. Cut 6 of these. I'm going to put them along with my yellow deco mesh. Time to get our garland ready. Going to start cutting these into about 9-inch strips. I really do want these to stick out of the wreath. What I usually do is I'll measure my 9 inches that I need, and I'm going to go in between 2 of the beads, cut that, fold this. Fold the ending on the opposite side, and then continue cutting 9-inch strips. Measure my next 9, and then I'm going to go in between, fold on both sides. These are going to be such an adorable addition to the wreath. Everything is cut up and ready to go. I'm going to put this deco mesh with the yellow ribbon, and then the yellow deco mesh with the bead garland and this beautiful mesh ribbon. To make our cruffles, I usually like to use a clamp like this. You can use anything you have on hand, even a clothespin is just fine. I'm going to put my cruffle where it's curling away from the table, so it's curling up, and I'm going to give it 2 or 3 nice curls, maybe even 4. We want to make sure all that frame is secured. Give a few rolls from this side and bring it together. Grab a piece of ribbon, put that right in the center. My pipe cleaner, push it up and twist it a few times in the back. Our cruffle is ready to go. Let's make a yellow one. We're going to curl it a few times, clamp it, and you want the diameter of the curl to be about 1 inch, at the most 1.5 inches. Let's curl this one and bring it together. Going to pinch in the center. My mesh ribbon, bring it together in the center. Put that in. Grab my little beads, put those in, pipe cleaner, and let's twist. The pink ribbon is not showing up well, but don't worry. It's there for softness, and when we have everything put together, it's going to look beautiful and give this very lovely, lovely effect. Going to finish up making all my cruffles, and then we'll attach them to our wreath. The little bunny is ready. I'm going to put a little hanging loop on it. And I have a piece of jute cord, so a little bit of hot glue, jute cord right over that, a little bit more on top, and of course I'm going to have a little piece of felt go right on top of that. This cooled off fairly quick. Now we can attach our ruffles. I'm going to start with that don't have a ribbon, and all I'm doing is attaching and twisting it in place. And now I'm going to just wrap it around that center row. Next, I'm going to grab a yellow one. As you can see, I'm working from the back. It's just the easiest thing to do. When I'm attaching any cruffles or ruffles, I always like to work from the back. By the way, the pink mesh ribbon, I did not cut dovetails. I left it as is. I didn't think that was necessary. Look at this so far. How adorable. I'm going to continue adding colorful yellow all the way through. Look how adorable this turned out, and you can actually see that little bunny tail in the back. So now I'm going to grab all my little berries and stick those out. Now I'm going to grab that yellow ribbon, straighten those out. I packed it in really tight with my Deco mesh, but 10 to 12 would be just fine for a rail like this. And by the way, this rail is 10 inches in length, and I think this is absolutely adorable. I hope you enjoyed these 2 wreath tutorials. For more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, you know I love chatting with you in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you in our next video. Say bye to everyone. Bye. Or high five. Bye, guys. Mwah.